most important game of the tournament, our dogfight.
Welcome back to Riga, Latvia for the FIBA EuroBasket round of 16. And right now, it's France taking on Georgia here in the Arena Riga. Already Poland winning over Bosnia and Herzegovina. After this, it'll be Italy and Slovenia, followed by Greece and Israel. And the road to the final getting busy. Turkey know they will face Poland. The winner of this game, you could see advancing and will have a tough test as well. So Mike Taylor, my commentary partner once again to call this game. I'm Jeff Taylor and Mike. France, on reputation alone, would start as favorites in this game, but what we've learned is really you just have to look past all of that stuff.
Without a doubt, this is not necessarily the same French roster we've seen from recent years. They've got tremendous talent and athleticism, but maybe not the same level of experience that we've become accustomed to. And I think that's got to be the motivational point for this Georgia squad. They've got the experience, they've got some physicality, and it should be a really interesting matchup.
Well, they started like a house on fire with a win over defending champions Spain. And, well, it didn't get any better really after that. They did beat Cyprus, but they had some struggles. Maybe they could have eked out another win or two, but they did enough to make it this far. Coach Alexander Djikic, I'm guessing, is excited about the challenge, but has plenty of cause for concern.
And he's a guy that has so much respect in the European basketball community. So if there's a guy that's going to pull the right strings and push the right buttons, Coach Djikic is that guy.
The winner of this game will take on Finland, who stunned Serbia last night. Riga still talking about that. And it has just been one big game after another. This is an exciting time for France. You know, you go from having a pretty solid core of players for many years under Vincent Collet to having a new coach, Frédéric Fautoux, and a lot of new, exciting young players. You know, some guys have been a part of the program already, maybe not as established, but clearly Fautoux is having a good look at everybody. Of course, Victor Wembanyama not here, following his health scare, staying in, you know, he'll most likely join up the team, we would imagine, the next opportunity. Fautoux has plenty of talent, and it's a great chance to see who else can contribute.
There's talent, there's athleticism, and they're ready to play.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and we're ready for the national anthem.
I invite you to stand for the national anthem of Georgia. If you're able, please remain standing for the national anthem of France.
Frederic Foutoux following in trying to fill up those big shoes left by Vincent Collet and Alexander Djikic at the helm of Georgia. And obviously a lot of the same players that we know, Isaiah Cordinier, Gerson Yabusele, been playing in those French teams of the past and were at the Olympics last year. Jorge Vasquez from Puerto Rico is the crew chief, Karen Baki from Turkey on the left, and Vitislav Velikov from Bulgaria on the right. And we will get a look at the starting fives for both teams. Georgia have been regulars at the EuroBasket since 2011. Now, starting five: Alexander Mamouke Lachvile, Duda Sanadze, Toko Shengelia, Goga Matadze, and Kamar Baldwin. And Andronikashvili and Berjanadze, obviously Georgi Shermadini play big minutes. Matadze, you've watched him play in the NBA.
He's a very good role player for the Orlando Magic in the front court. Again, he's made his mark here in the group phase. You see 18 points, 2 blocks a game, 6.8 rebounds. The athleticism will be a factor for France, but the experience in this front court could go towards Georgia.
And we'll get a look at France. And the starting five: Gershon Yabusele, Isaiah Cordinier, Theo Maledon, Mamadou Jete, and Bilal Koulibaly, Sylvain Francisco, Okobo, Ifi, Luawu Cabarro, Risa Shea, and Howard coming off the bench. And Yabusele, he of the famous dunk on LeBron James at the Olympics.
And he's continued that with outstanding group play. Again, 14 points, 60% field goal percentage around the rim, 4.4 rebounds. Had one big game in the group phase, 36 points, doing a great job in that front court. I'm interested to see Sylvain Francisco play.
Et roulez bien. C'est bon? S'il y a trop d'aide, là les gars, l'opposé Isaiah. Ça va, pas de choses difficiles au début. Si on marque, on continue. Sinon, on va faire un stroke.
If you have nothing, Toko, Duda, Tumenge. All right? Hey, let's go. Liverpool play. First shot, everybody goes to the rebound. First shot.
Watch out. There's Coach Djikic. And great coach. I remember the first time watching him in the FIBA Europe Cup, coaching a Slovenian champion. There's Coach Frederic Foutoux. I know a lot of French people are telling me it's Foutoux. My colleague Shona Thorburn, who coaches Marine, his daughter, says it's Foutoux. You be the judge, Mike. I'll let you decide.
I'm sticking with the Foutoux from the family recommendation.
Maybe we just won't say it. Coach F, perhaps, is best. Well, France have talent to beat anybody. They got to play together, but they also have a lot of inexperience, which we saw when they took on Israel. You know, at this stage of the competition, you're one bad performance or one bad quarter or just a few plays from bowing out of a tournament. They're definitely favorites, I think, going up against Georgia. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the round of 16 battle between Georgia and France. Georgia in the red, attacking the basket to the left. Bitadze goes to work, puts up the first shot. Toko Shengelia goes for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. And France gets Bitadze to take a tough shot at the beginning, or at least he chose to. Here's Cordinier. The low dribble gets inside and banks it in.
A big guard slashing through the lane, changing speeds. Cordinier banks it in to start the scoring.
He had the incredible performances for France that led their turnaround at the Olympics. And here's Baldwin going right past Cordinier.
He
throwing it
expected
down.
some help from the big man. Defensive breakdown. Baldwin right to the rim.
Cordinier, bounce pass into the hands of Baldwin. Bitadze has it. Shares with Shengelia.
Toko is so good in transition, but an unforced error there. Georgia capitalizes.
Toko on the go. Maledon traveling.
Again, efficiency is important. Here's that transition play. Bitadze patient, finds Shengelia. The two unforced errors in the early going for France.
Here's Baldwin from downtown. What a start for Kamar Baldwin.
France gets caught in a switch. Even if he misses that, Bitadze has the rebound advantage.
Koulibaly. Koulibaly known for being the 3-and-D. And the whistle blows and the foul.
There's that switch and step back for Baldwin.
Here's Yabusele.
Nice screening on the baseline. Yabusele pops free, and we know he can hit that three. And Jeff, Cordinier is a big physical point guard. Here's the inline play.
Shengelia. Oh, look at him crossing up and getting it to go.
Shengelia is very good one-on-one downhill. Can score in the post. Veteran forward for this Georgia team. Lots of experience.
Maledon into the lane. Zate knocked away. Here comes Baldwin. Looks at his options. Mamu passes to Bitadze. Little jump hook. Bitadze seems like he's taking difficult shots, and Yabusele! Two-handed flush on the break.
Bitadze tried to force it against the double team. Really good low post double there from Cordinier, and then an outstanding ball ahead pass. Yabusele running the floor for the easy two.
Here's the layup.
And Jeff, Yabusele set a great screen on Cordinier. Baldwin says thank you for the easy bucket.
Pulling up, Maledon. And the rebound, Mamu. Glad they let us abbreviate Mamuke Lashville with Mamu. Shengelia from long way out. He has been brilliant at the start.
Again, you know how much these EuroBasket games mean to Toko Shengelia. Putting his stamp on the game early.
Remember the winner to take on Finland in the quarterfinals. Cordinier just skies.
The athleticism and size for a point guard, outstanding. Isaiah Cordinier.
I like how you did that. Good pause.
Pause for effect.
Shengelia turns, gets inside, reverse layup.
And Jeff, this is where I've always loved Shengelia, posting up, that quick spin to the baseline, even against the expert defender of Yabusele.
Yabusele is a load.
Right back at him.
And great, a block of 10, but he's called for the foul. Bortio there at the end, still part of this French national team setup, obviously no longer playing. And Tatadze and Baldwin grew out. And coming in will be, as we see the highlights of Shengelia.
Jeff,
Senatse comes in, as does Andronikashvili.
And that highlight package was Shengelia at his best. Hitting a three, spinning in the post for two, and getting downhill to finish it in the lane. Again, a leader for this Georgia national team.
The great thing about the qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup and the FIBA EuroBasket is a lot of these guys have worn the jersey before, and obviously now they've got 5 games under their belt from the group phase. But it is kind of strange looking out there and seeing some of the familiar faces of years gone by no longer in the team, like De Colo, like Batum. Shot clock winding down. Andronikashvili goes behind the back. He gets it up, and that is a very tough, contested three-pointer.
Jeff, he shot it over the backboard. Ball pressure.
Yeah, I guess the shot clock was winding down. They didn't want to turn it over, but look at Yabusele. Oh, just big, bad Yabusele going right at Giorgi Shermadini.
The big bear right through the veteran Shermadini.
Don't poke him.
Out of my way. Yabusele with 9 early points. He's about to be in double digits here.
Do you think we might be hearing some MVP chants for Yabusele, like we've been hearing for some players on the other team?
I'm ready. I'm waiting right now. I'm expecting.
Why don't you start it?
MVP. MVP.
There he is, taking his time short, well short. Any shorter and it might have been an air ball. I'm glad that he at least got the rim. There's Ratty. Andronikashvili going up against Sylvain Francisco, who was involved in that interesting play at the end of the game against Slovenia. Here is Nadze from the baseline, and Nadze boxing out and getting the foul called on France. Jikic he's got such a huge personality that sometimes you think more about that than his coaching acumen, but he's one of the best in the business.
Richachet just wrapped him up there. They forced a miss. France's defensive pressure has been excellent in their last few possessions.
Richachet, number 21, trying to guard the ball to get it to Giorgi Shermadini. Nowhere to go, the block. Shermadini doesn't often find himself in that situation. Horde with the block. Jalen Horde.
And again, Sylvain Francisco is so good with the ball. He gets wherever he wants to go. He's a dynamic playmaker. Here he is drawing a foul, shooting a three. As they tried to get, here's the foul. They're giving him the 3 shots, saying he was in the shooting motion. But keeping him out of the paint is a real challenge.
So give me your take on this. At the end of the game against Lithuania, he went and shook Luka Doncic's hand. Like, you know, and that was it. That was going to be, and then all of a sudden, it was like he looked over somewhere, and then he like drove in and scored. And Slovenia didn't play defense.
Yeah, obviously.
There was some type of confusion in the ranks there.
Well, it's different playing in FIBA. The small points, the victory margin matters. So most of the time, you continue playing. And that last possession, you usually dribble the clock out, and it's settled. In that case, it was taken to the next level because they had that exchange, like, hey, good game, good game. And I think that's what set the Slovenian guys off, like, you know, just a little show of disrespect, and not only disrespect to Slovenia, but to the game. Just a good experience for a young player.
And here's Shermadini flying in for the dunk. And according to Clement Preplich, he said that Francisco said, hey, listen, it won't happen again.
Hopefully he learned his lesson, but how about the veteran Shermadini turning the clock back?
He did. Turned it back to 2011. Yabusele bounces high over the backboard. Shermadini, who's the all-time leading scorer in basketball Champions League history, and Mamu goes right down the lane and is fouled by France. Maybe Horde or Francisco.
And the one thing about the Georgia front court, they can get downhill. They are tough to deal with when they get downhill, a strong drive, and you see this strong finish from Shermadini.
This is where we're seeing them have all their success, whether it's in the half court or on the break. The Georgians are driving to the basket. Mamukelashvili misses the first. There's Shermadini. He does make one of 2. Georgia now over the limit. Berginadze putting Yabusele on the line.
Hey, Jeff, if fouls become a factor in this game, you have to favor the French bench.
Is that because it rhymes, or do they actually have an advantage?
Because they have a little deeper player pool to choose from. But here's Yabusele posting up on the perimeter to receive the entry pass, gets fouled, and is back at the free throw line. 10 points in this first quarter.
He's going for 40, maybe.
That's, again, Carolina math. I see how you did that 10 times 4.
You know, he's already had one high-scoring game in this competition. He only makes one of 2, however. France finished 4-1 to top Group D. Yabusele led them in scoring at 14 points per game. Nice handoff, but the hands of France were there to take it away. Akobo. Here's Risache. Yabusele had 36 against Poland. Risache again. He misses the second consecutive time. His father played for France for a long time, including at the 2000 Olympics, one of the many father-son stories in international basketball. He was good, too. Mamu, that was long. Just to the left as well. Francisco takes it deep. Risache kept it alive. Berginadze goes up for the rebound and is fouled.
But, Jeff, you see the athleticism and pace of France. They can create advantages in transition. Sylvain Francisco right to the rim. And as he got to the rim, Risache just could not finish the tip in. And again, this is maybe a symbol, or at least recognizing the inexperience of France not finishing plays. They'll get better and better as they get more efficient with experience.
Baldwin already having sat down to get a breather. Virginadze from the right corner. Yes! The Georgians starting strong. Virginadze coming off the bench, one of the veterans in this team. Shot clock about to expire. Eliakobo has to get it up. He does, but that is short. Good save by Horde. Here's Koulibaly. And Baldwin flies in for the rebound. Do you think this is a good matchup for Georgia? Well,
if they just continually come down the court and just play and don't have a real focused point of attack, like, for example, it would make sense to put Sherman-Dini in middle pick and roll every single possession. And they're just kind of playing.
Francisco!
They have the talent to still score and make plays, but again, you see precision from Serbia. You see high percentage decisions from Poland about what they're trying to accomplish with each possession.
Game clock down to 4, and the foul called. So free throws for Kamar Baldwin.
And Baldwin goes strong to the basket. Francisco wants to travel, but this is another way just to isolate. You don't have to call an isolation play when you have a physical advantage. Baldwin drives strong to the rim and pressures Sylvain Francisco into the foul. But again, you see France, they have talent, they have ability, but again, you have to look at your opponent and say, where can we create advantages? And for all the experience Sherman-Dini has, you can create an advantage attacking him middle pick and roll. And efficiency on offense comes from high percentage decisions, play after play after play. An experienced team collectively recognizes that. And again, you look 23-20 right now, could be 24-20. The efficient decisions from Georgia have put them in a position to have a lead. I also want to say, Jeff, the Georgia team has some great beards.
Cinceradze, they definitely do. Cinceradze is checked in. Chete puts it up. So Georgia pouring 24 points in the first quarter and lead France 24-20.
Looking at the numbers, we see 12 points in the paint for Georgia compared to 6 for France. 11-7 rebound advantage for France, and France making 6 of 8 free throws, doubling Georgia. 3 of 4 from the line, 3 for 5 from 3. 60% from the floor for Georgia compared to 35 for France. So just in general, the efficiency of offense playing together. Again, you see Toko Shengelia stepping up early, his experience. Baldwin, they'll be able to create advantages, scoring opportunities through him. But Yabusele really stepped up for France, impacting the game early, burying the 3, getting to the free throw line.
Might we see this France defense get a little more physical? with Georgia?
They have the ability to really pressure the basketball. We saw it, glimpses, a couple possessions early, especially on the perimeter. And as the game goes on, you expect if they continue with that consistent ball pressure, it will affect the Georgia attack.
Scanning the QR code, folks, the courtside 1891, so you can watch live streaming, extended highlights, and keep up with everything in international basketball. Marco Shengelia back on the floor with Batadze. Hey, look at Lauri Markkanen and Alexander Madsen and Jacob Grandison, all the Finnish players. They play the winner of this game, so they're in the house.
They were just on the EuroBasket courtside 1891 app, checking out all the matchups.
No, I think they might have been watching highlights from last night's game. But they were sensational in eliminating pre-tournament favorite Serbia. Here is the fake, and nice handoff. Chate goes up and brings it down.
The French athleticism creates the advantage, but very good spacing and unselfishness. They made the extra pass for the easy two.
Andronikashvili, Sanadze, Shengelia, Batadze, and Baldwin on the court for the Reds. And boy, that telegraph pass almost went the other way. Oh my goodness.
I love it. Toko with the rondo.
11 points already for Toko. Nice touch pass again, and this time it's Horde.
So they waited, late clock, got the middle pick and roll. Outstanding mid-roll playmaking from Chate. Hits Horde on the baseline cut. He knew the cut was happening. Great teamwork.
Oh boy, Toko lost it that time. Okobo, a lob. And Horde went old school, just a alley-oop. Like the days before they could dunk it, before that was allowed. Look at this. You thought he was going to dunk it.
I did. I got excited. I was like, what's Horde going to do? And he just laid it in.
Do you not get excited by the old school plays?
I mean, you're excited if that's, and there's the rondo, the fake behind the back to freeze the big.
Gabasele back into the game. Alexandre Sarr today. France is up there. Power forward. Traveling is the call. Mamu back in the game. Can you read what's on the front of his jersey, Mike?
Georgia.
We're knotted at 26. He's team with 3 turnovers.
And Jeff, we've seen Sylvain Francisco flop twice. Great officiating, not falling for that.
Francisco rather, missing it. Georgia fans, good numbers behind their bench, as you can see, that whole section. Here's Baldwin, and that was off the glass, or off the rim and into the hands of Shengelia. Shengelia again attacks, and we see him so often do just that.
He looked at Baldwin like he was going to pass it to him, and then looked him off and went to the rim. Here it is, there it is, there it is. A little look off right to the basket. You love Shengelia in attack mode for Georgia. My first memory of Toko Shengelia was in the NBA G League. He was with the Nets and sent down to play for the Springfield Armor. And he scored 37 points and had 14 rebounds against us when I was coaching the Maine Red Claws.
I always, thought he was going to last over there. Maybe he could have persisted and made it.
At the time, the lack of shooting, but he has improved his three-point shot. He's developed his game, become a high-level European EuroLeague player. And he's a staple for this Georgia national team.
And look at Yabusele, dives to save it. And Toko tried to get up and go.
Was that ball wet?
I don't know, but I think they blew the play dead. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Cordenier called for the foul, going for the loose ball. Watch this. You love this.
Look at the hustle. Yabusele saves it. And who can pick it up? Who secures that 50-50 loose ball?
It was like a greased pig. Ochikidze in the game, number 77. There he is. Georgi. Little G, little Georgi. Big Georgi is Shermadini. And Mamu for the dunk.
And that's too easy. Coach Fotukes not happy with the defensive breakdown. It was a fake pick and roll. Shermadini went into a pin down. And look at Mamu downhill. Boom!
One-handed.
Too easy if you're France.
Statue of Liberty.
The Georgian Jordan flying through the lane.
Personne. Mettez-vous là, prenez les charges une fois. Quand le gars il est ici, maintenant, il faut d'abord protéger la raquette. Ok? Si c'est un retard, vous pouvez switcher là. Ok les gars, on va faire ça un peu plus. D'abord là, on fait maillot. Maillot, Bilal. Ok, ici. Isaiah, tu prends ça et il est là-bas. Le prochain, on fait...
Toko Shengelia. Such a big part of this national team through the years. 13 points already here in the early going. Again, the three-point shooting makes him so difficult to guard. He can score in the post. When he hits from the perimeter, so difficult to close out and defend.
Look at that, 13 points. He's averaging 9.6. It's funny that you mentioned that about the G League. I remember when he was a teenager at Valencia, and he wasn't even playing in, Liga Endesa games, but he was getting the odd game in the European club competition under then coach Nevin Spijhoff. Then he went to Antwerp, the great city of Antwerp in Belgium.
Players just need opportunities, and then they can develop their game and make the next steps. And that's one of the great things about the opportunities to play in different leagues in different countries throughout the world. A player may not be ready for the highest level, but then he can be loaned out or play at a different level and grow his game. And look at the fantastic player Toko Shengelia has turned out to be.
Yeah, become kind of a national hero, in fact. Here's the Kobo. And Shengelia with the rebound. Hands it back to the point guard. Little G.
Little G.
Coach Jikic is happy with the start.
Yeah, I really like their game plan. He's controlling the tempo. The team's right where they need to be. Their best players are playing well.
Mamu to the wing. Sanadze back to Mamu. Count it!
Jeff, just fantastic patience. You can see the athleticism, the closeouts, the multiple efforts from France, but spacing and teamwork leads to the open three. Great job, Georgia. Shot fake. Shot fake. Extra pass. That high five feels good. Teamwork.
Well, they are 4 of 7 from three-point range. Overall, 63%. Compare that to 41% overall for France. Holding their own on the boards as well. Here's Akobo. And look at Jete get it and put it up and in, and he's fouled.
Great effort on the offensive boards. Jete, a big body. Rebound just overpowered little G.
Kitty. Big moment, come out, play for this Georgia national team at the EuroBasket.
Oh, touchdown.
Mamu, boy, touches it back to Sanadze. And it goes, oh, fortuitous. Goes back to Mamu. And that was good defense from Coulibaly.
Excellent defense one-on-one from Coulibaly there.
Coulibaly with the fake, puts it up. Jete doing a good job keeping it alive, but it goes back to Georgia, and the 21-year-old Ochikidze gets it to Toko. Oh, and Bitadze having a tough time in this game, throws it into the backcourt.
Again, we had a great pass from Shingalia to Bitadze at the 45. We don't want Bitadze to attack a closeout like one of the guards. It's a better choice for Bitadze to be a basket cutter or to connect with a player on the backside. You see him frustrated going to the bench, but that's decision making. Swing it, dribble handoff, find a player, and let them create, and you're the finisher.
Maladon gets free throws, going to the line.
And Jeff, one-way experience is a factor for a team.
Look at that. So Bitadze didn't like coming out. Now he's moved to the end of the bench.
Again, Coach Zikic didn't like the closeout where he fell down. So, you know.
And he's really not happy with Bitadze's reaction. But, you know, you talk about all the time, Mike, emotional discipline. And Bitadze has to get control of his. It's not about him, it's about the team.
As before his reaction, one thing we talk about, one-way experience can be a factor for France is the type of shots that they're creating.
He's averaging 18.3, so that just tells you they need him. But, you know, we saw him come out, immediately take a tough shot off the glass. He missed, and he missed another one. He goes out, and you need to contribute. If it's not with your scoring, you need to contribute on defense, your rebounding.
And again, think about his role with the Orlando Magic. Is it a primary scoring role? No. He's a complementary player. So expectations have to be in the right situation. Coach Djicic's trying to make the right decisions for his team. But right now, the emotional reaction is putting himself above the team and creating a distraction. These guys have a 4-point lead. They've played a very good first half, even without him scoring.
You know, he doesn't have any fouls. You almost need one of the other veteran players to go over and say, hey, it's time to chill out now, okay? Let's focus on the game.
That's exactly right.
Maybe that'll be Toko. Anyway, you can see him getting and going to the end of the bench to cool off. Anyway, the pass down low. Georgi Shermadini. Here's a Kobo. Here's Shea. Back to Ellie. Kobo. Now Yabusele. Just feels like the tempo, everything about this game is how Baldwin and Georgia would like it.
I would agree with that.
Three, a little bit crazy. They'd rather get something going to the basket.
France with good defense that possession. Let's see if they can capitalize on this end.
Zate backing up. Shermadini. Zate gets it back.
And Jeff, that's just great effort. As I said earlier before the Bitadze meltdown, you know, one of the things you see with experience is great shot creation. Players are able to create good shots for themselves. We don't see the high-level shot creation out of these young French players.
Again, listen, come out, pass and handle, set it, roll, he'll be open. Guys, they can always help from this corner. At least read this motherfucker. And read this. You understand? They come out. Set the screen, they will roll. They're coming from here. Animal, let's go, guys.
There's Bitadze.
Coach Djikic trying to give his team a clear picture, sets up the pick and roll. They're trying to hit the roll man, and he's clearly showing where the help side defense is coming from France. Let's see if this clear picture can help lead to an easy basket for Georgia. Good timeout, though, from Coach Djikic to settle everyone with 3 minutes to go. They've played so well this first half. Controlled the tempo, controlled the game.
No point score in the last 3:07 and counting for Georgia. Saladze. France run. Kobo. Oh, and the follow from Risache ties the game. pass. And the block from Jete. Ricochet now in the open floor. And free throws.
Ricochet making plays in transition, the putback dunk, and drawing the foul. Look at this extra effort. Rising up and finishing. Again, look at the defense, the offense from the defense from France in 2 possessions. They change the game and have the ability to take the lead. Shengalia back into the game.
So France with a 2-point lead. Georgia led by as many as 7. Baldwin got it. The go-ahead 3.
Big shot. Great defense from France. Shut out a couple options, and then late clock. Baldwin.
Very late clock. Maledon has his pass, or shot rather, hit. Yabusele wide open, rattles out. Look at Jete going for it, and it's Georgi Shermadini that comes down with the basketball after the hustle play by Toko. Baldwin gets ahead, and that leads to France calling another timeout.
And Jeff, all the options, the outlets were shut down. They were denied. And again, just the athleticism of Baldwin to go to the basket strong and finish, to create something on his own. Great job, Kamar Baldwin.
On a des vrais tirs ouverts. Pour l'instant, ils mettent que des tirs au buzzer, c'est très bon. L'usure. Bon. On doit bien terminer ce quart-temps, les gars, ce mi-temps. Hein. On va jouer strong. Si on strong, c'est pas clair d'avoir le ballon sur Gersh. Tac, tac, tac. Il faut que Ellis se retrouve là pour à la fin. Sur le bal avant le Gersh, qui est le pic, chaudron et jeu de opposé.
Well, here he is, the former Butler Bulldog, Kamar Baldwin, and showing that range. Also his ability to drive.
Kamar and Toko Shengalia have really stepped up. And of course, you hope that Bitadze can find his way into this game.
Kobo, yes! First bucket of the game. And charge called on Georgi Shermadini.
Jeff, I'm really impressed with the defensive lineup France has on the floor right now. Jete so mobile for a big. recovers and draws the charge.
Mamu sits down, 6 points, 15 minutes. Coach doesn't want him picking up his third foul. So Georgia lead it by 1, but France with possibly the last possession of the first half. Théo Maledon gets it to Yabusele, the pump fake, hands it off, and Jete missing. Oh, boy, that was a dangerous pass.
Points in the first quarter, but obviously Georgia needs production from Bitadze to help this team. They're in a great position, and he has yet to score in the game. Let his frustrations boil over on the bench. Hopefully he can gather himself and get it together at halftime because his team needs it now.
Look at the highlights. I mean, do you think that it's going to be something that he has to figure out, or is Djikic going to say something very simple and say, do you want to play?
And hopefully it's not only Coach Djikic, it's the rest of the team. Like,
come on, man.
Toko steps up, Kamara steps up. The rest of these guys are doing everything they can, and they put the team at halftime with a 1-point lead against France. You're right where you need to be. I'm impressed with how they've controlled the tempo. But again, you've got to get over yourself. It's not about you in this case. You may not have had the best first half, but think about finishing the game strong, finding a way to help your team win.
Mamu with the dunk. The part of an exciting first half for Georgia.
You can see the teamwork from Georgia. They're really working hard together. They need Bitadze to be a part of that.
And we've seen flashes from France that they could be really good.
Coach Fotuk's in his best defensive stance.
Baldwin has been reliably good, already above his tournament average. So Georgia leading at 38-37 over France at halftime.
Get this body started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks.
Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
shot here could really be huge. Valtonen, got it! Valtonen! Once again! Elias Valtonen has taken over Riga! Sensational! Big opportunity for Trevon Williams to guard one of the best players in international basketball, and he throws it off for Daniel Tice. Schroeder. He's still quick. Oh, great block. Namias saw it coming. Abramovich, how effective he is with that injury that he had last time out. Jantonen goes right up, and there's the putback. And yes, folks, this one goes down and one for Markkanen. You're a little back in. Switch, Jovic gets out. The alley-oop to Milutinov.
The no look, he looked at Joker and dropped it off to Milutinov.
Well, doesn't give up, misses the shot. Jokic keeps it alive, and now Max Honey gets it. Look out! Martin! You knew that was coming. And he doesn't want to start anything with Jovic. Hawkinson. Oh, he gets blocked by Şengün. Hazer gets it back to Şengün! And Turkey go up by 6. Maybe Hawkinson tried to take the 3 when it wasn't on offer. Gadapors drives in and gets to the line.
So let's see how Latvia adjusts their attack.
Oh, great block from Porzingis. He denied Tubelis. And the lob! How about that? Namias carried the N1. That was positively poetic. Look at this.
Gabero throws it up there.
Oh my. KP gets it up. Follows the miss with a putback dunk. Only an extraordinarily talented player and long athlete could do this.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Baldwin, 14 points at halftime, leading this Georgia attack. Again, 2 for 3 threes, some late clock playmaking, pressuring the rim, downhill, finishes at the rim. This French defense has the ability to pressure the basketball and deny outlets, and Baldwin responds, creating opportunities to score. Great finish off the glass. Again, the late clock 3 here. Great left-handed release. And this is my favorite. When France denied the outlets, took things into his own hands, and got to the rim. Baldwin playing well on the big stage here in Riga. Again, great shot chart. Plays at the rim and 2 for 3 from 3 beyond the arc. 5 for 7, efficient offense for Georgia. On the other side for France, Gerson Yabusele, 10 points, all in the first quarter. He had a couple three-point looks in that second quarter that didn't go down, but leading his team early. End line inbound started his scoring, and then showing his game in transition. Yabusele some easy opportunities here in the second half. In that first quarter, he did a great job with his activity getting to the free throw line. Again, it was just catch and shoot threes for him in that second quarter. You take a look, those two red dots at the bottom from beyond the arc, those were his opportunities in quarter number 2. 10 points, as Jeff and I mentioned, we thought about maybe a 40-point game, but he fell off pace, not scoring in the second quarter.
Well, 20 minutes down for Georgia, 20 more minutes to go. The big question, how will Batadze play, if at all? I'm assuming he will come back in the game. Meanwhile, France, having already figured out with Alexander Sarr that they haven't had him since the second game when he got hurt. I'm not sure that it's his absence that's preventing them from racing ahead into a big lead, but it seems like the way the game is being played, they've got to change the tempo of this game, speed it up.
They've got to continue to use their ball pressure defensively to force Georgia into difficult shots and control the boards. But it's more about their offensive attack and how they're playing together, the type of shots they're creating. And again, you know, when you look at this Georgia team, where do you create your advantages? Where do you attack their defense? What coverages are they in? And there's certain situations that will naturally present themselves with each opponent. And then how do you best use your offensive weapons to get your guys in easy positions to score? I think it's just the natural development of this young French team, a new French core that needs time to kind of figure it out together.
But no need to panic, but you don't win today, you're going home.
Yeah,
so they got to figure it out quickly.
It's better to figure out these lessons and win the game. Again, there's everything on the line here in these next 20 minutes. But look, Yabusele starts the game really strong, and then, he only has the catch and shoot threes. Let's try to get him a post up. Let's try to get him an opportunity where he can get downhill and get to the free throw line and get that feeling for the game consistently. When you have a real true floor general, a real true point guard, an experienced point guard, they have the ability to organize the game and control the tempo, but set players up so that they have that feel and can be at their best.
Well, I got some good inside information on Finland, who's going to be the opponent for these two teams, whichever team wins in the quarterfinals. Number one, they're having a spa day.
I am not surprised.
Number two, Valtonen, who took over the game last night in crunch time, basically said after the game, I'd really been struggling. I couldn't hit the water with the ball if I'd been in the boat. So I usually like to use, if I were standing at the water's edge on the beach, I wouldn't be able to hit the water, but you get the point.
The Finnish sauna, the hot and cold.
They love the sauna.
Oh, there's nothing, obviously you go to Finland, you're going to hit the sauna.
I assume if you have a spa day, you're having a sauna.
Oh, of course. And again, one thing I love about Lassie, he's really positive. He's helping his team have fun, and that's a true team. Those guys, hey, what do you want to do on the day off tomorrow? Let's hit the spa together.
Of course, Dio, I'm sure, is there to lend some wisdom to these young Frenchmen as they try to win this game and move on. Actually, it's the general manager, Mika, that arranged it. But look at that. Scanning the QR code to get the FIBA EuroBasket app in your smartphone. Of course, something you will use frequently in the days ahead.
And let's see who starts this third quarter strong.
Bitadze
needs to start this third quarter strong. But again, with this ball pressure and physicality defensively, France could flip the game pretty quickly. Still a lot of basketball left to play.
To me, tempo, crucial. Early buckets here for Georgia to create some tension for France. Here's Bitadze, gets blocked by Jeté.
And Jeff, wide open at the top of the key, just too deliberate. And Jeté, so mobile, just blocks it. Look at this.
Jeté is playing surprisingly big and long, and it just shows how much more experience he has from those early days when he was getting those call-ups to the national team. He's much more influential in this team. Here's Francisco, knocks it down.
Again, I like the combination here with Francisco and Cordinier starting. The bigger, more athletic Cordinier on Kamar Baldwin, yet Francisco able to be dynamic offensively. Good lineup adjustment for France.
Here's Baldwin. Mamu getting it deep. Francisco. Jeté misses everything. And it goes, nice pass to Bitadze. Finally, Gogo Bitadze gets on the board.
What a pass from Mamu. He had the post-up advantage in transition, and when the pass got away, he had the awareness to set his teammate up and get that lid off for Bitadze. Get him in the scorebook.
Woo. Nice pass whipped over to Yabusele. Oh, his pass inside the Jeté.
Oh, the late delivery from Yabusele with the zip.
It's a foul on Yabusele. No foul trouble to speak of.
Look at this, Jeff. Draws two defenders and delivers an easy bucket for Jeté. Great play, Yabusele. And here was the pass before. Both ends, both teams.
With some sweet connections. And look at Mamu drive in. Oh, I thought he was going to dunk it.
Turn it over. Oh, he had it.
All those fouls. Yabusele over on the sidelines.
Jenkins likes it. Says, good foul, Kamar. Stop the break, set our defense, foul to give. Smart foul.
I think he was also happy or okay with Mamu's drive. He just wished he'd made it.
Yeah. He seemed to have everything he needed to just turn it over and get that dunk. Bitadze working.
Yabusele knows what to do with it when he gets right there at the rim.
Here comes France with the full court pressure.
Biggest lead of the game for France, 4 points. Key moments for Georgia. And Toko drives into Yabusele and gets the foul.
Jeff, Shengalia's ball skills, the full speed crossover for a big man, really something else. And here's this slip, backdoor cut, Yabusele hanging on the rim. Yabusele with a little Ben Wallace look from the Bad Boys.
The days gone by.
Yes.
You would be happy to hear that, I think. Would you say that Francisco has a Slick Watts look?
He kind of does. You know, I was thinking maybe like Nick at Night, Nick Van Exel.
Shengelia has his second attempt knocked away by the alert Bilal Koulibaly.
I really like this French team defensively.
They lead by 3. Pass zipped over to Koulibaly. Jete outside Francisco. One rebound out to Francisco. Cordinier, short. And Koulibaly with the foul. Ricochet comes in, as does Horde. Cordinier and Jete go out.
So now they slide Yabusele to an athletic 5, undersized 5, and look at the length and defensive ability on the perimeter here from this French team. Great versatility.
Ricochet with the foul. Third foul on Ricochet. First French player to 3 fouls. He gets it down low to Bitadze. Nice turn, and he's fouled.
That time they switched to pick and roll. And here he's posting up on Koulibaly.
Just goes to show you the value of Koulibaly in their defending, even though he fouls. That's a lot to get over.
Yeah, I mean,
for a guy that plays out on the perimeter.
Their switchability with like sizes here. Again, one of the keys to having a switching team is the size behind the switch so that you can limit those mismatch disadvantages. Right now, it's only Sylvain Francisco. Koulibaly really challenged Bitadze there.
Are you feeling better about Bitadze now?
Yeah, I mean, getting his shot blocked the first possession was not great, but when Mamu set him up, that brings him into the game and kind of takes the edge off a little bit. Now here he is drawing a foul, getting to the free throw line. He starts to work his way into the game. You know, we talk about the pressure and athleticism of France. You need to be strong and have ball skills in this game. So he's really relying on teammates to try to help create opportunities for him.
Yabusele from the right corner, that's short. Baldwin saves it. Georgia can reclaim the lead. Andronikashvili. Yabusele again D'ing up out on the perimeter. Mamu whips the pass, or rather to Mamu. And the three-pointer is good. It was Toko with the pass.
Wow, what a pass from Toko. Toko and Mamu have really stepped up for this Georgia team.
It's a 1-2 punch.
How about the Georgia section behind the bench? Look at this pass. Look at that group behind the bench.
That was the 6th three-pointer for that man right there. Andronikashvili. Andronikashvili playing some D. Now Horde has it, gets away. Ricochet picks it up, and he throws it away. kind of waiting for somebody to take command for France?
Yeah, to me, it's about teamwork for a great shot, valuing your possession and getting exactly what you want. I feel like this team, out of inexperience, is just playing. So, again, out of the pick and roll on that play, Horde should have had an on-time slip and created the advantage. He didn't do it. The pass was off target and led to the turnover, shot clock violation.
This is all about Toko getting in and getting the foul called on Yabusele.
But Jeff, that's determination. You're expecting Toko to spin baseline, but here he gets middle. And that is a strong physical move to the basket, draws the foul.
Number 3 on the Olympic star. He will sit down, and Chete comes back in. Theo Maledon also coming back in. Seems like everything right now is going as scripted for Georgia.
Again, Coach Djikic, very experienced, very intelligent, understanding what his team needs to do to control the tempo, and I think they're executing their plan very well.
Kobo, in and out. Toko, oh, it gets rejected. What a play by Chete. Kept his hands up. Good job, Ratty, getting the basketball. He's going to throw a lob to Batadze. Chete's just a real tower of power in there on defense. Shot clock about to expire. Ratty gets it up.
And Jeff, that's outstanding pressure. The French team sped up Georgia that possession.
Ricochet from the corner, that was short. I love the defense from Chete, though.
Oh, yeah. You speed up your opponent. You got your athleticism and rim protection. Unfortunately, they could not convert and capitalize in transition. One block.
Mamu, his pass stolen by Ricochet, and Dranikosvili with the foul, and Coach Djikic looking at Mamu saying, why? Look at that defense. Been a little bit of that today for the French team. Mainly because they're struggling.
They just have to keep their composure and get some high percentage shots. Like when you look at this team, Jeff, France, who's their go-to scorer?
That's what I don't know. I guess Yabusele, sort of. You would think it might be.
But if Yabusele is your go-to scorer, then you've got to do things to emphasize that, right?
Yeah.
They let him play the whole second quarter, and it was only a couple catch-and-shoot threes.
Kobo does not seem like
again, he's shooting a contested mid-range shot. Work harder together for open looks.
Kobo knocks it away from Dranikosvili. Ricochet, now he loses it. Both teams a little sloppy. That defense, oh, Horde, and Batadze turns, gets in, and he's fouled by Horde.
And Jeff, that was a really interesting possession. You could see Coach Djikic yelling from the sideline to Batadze, go down, post up. He reluctantly went into the post, caught the ball, went to the rim and got fouled.
And that's why.
And it's exactly right. Like, hey.
Timeout on the court. Is it time for France to start getting a little bit nervous?
I say no, it's still a 4-point game.
Ok les gars, hey. Ok, je veux du drive, mais quand c'est très clair les gars, n'hésitez pas. Une chose, continuez défensivement. Hey, défensivement, c'est bon, on est en place. On doit maintenir ça. Plus de confiance à l'attaque. On va jouer simple sur away. Silver, c'est toi qui prends la balle. Et team, il remonte.
A2 run in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds for Georgia.
Could go to 10-2 with these free throws.
Oh yeah, we're here supporting our national team. And they are, aren't they? They got a nice full section.
That's the crowd right behind the Georgia bench. They are having fun, Jeff.
Complete with drums, flags,
scarves,
popcorn, some trendy glasses. Well, Batadze has kind of quieted the concerns. There you go.
Found a way to contribute.
Francisco takes it deep.
Great change of speed, explosion to the basket.
Yeah, that was a hang on the arm foul.
Little G got him.
Latuk's looking out. 5-point deficit, 13 minutes and change remain. 10 points for Francisco. Get it still, or Maladon drives in for the layup.
So
2-point game.
Again, Little G over the midcourt line, was hesitant, took too long to set up the action, was over dribbling, and then Maladon just pounced on it, poked the ball loose, easy two. Early entry into your offense is key against pressure.
Mamukashvili gets in and big scores. He's fouled.
Pressure, what pressure? Mamu strong to the rim.
Mamukashvili trying to put his team on his back.
He plays strong.
And free throw is good. Still, the body language isn't great from Batadze as he sits down.
Jeff, he took his jersey off.
Really hard to understand. Here's a three-point shot from Francisco. Nope. And the putback is good by Luawu Cabarro.
France now with 10 offensive boards in the game, compared to 2 from Georgia.
Georgi Shermadini having replaced Batadze. It's on the outside of the lane. Lamar Baldwin steps back. Yes!
Baldwin has been big.
Okay, he's putting it back on. That's a good sign. As a coach, you're just wondering what the heck is going on. Francisco, it gets blocked by Georgi Shermadini. Big G. You got Big G, Little G on the court. It was Big G with the block. Little Georgi. Look at this.
Outstanding from the veteran.
Look at this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. That's what I'm talking about.
But Jeff, you know, you played most of the quarter. There's a minute 45 to go.
Maybe it's something that we don't know.
Just sub out and rest for the fourth quarter here. Shermadini can play too.
Yeah, he's only the Basketball Champions League all-time leading scorer. Oh, what an attempt.
Judging number 77, judging Oshkikize, Ford, personal foul. Substitution for Team Judging.
Righty coming back in for Georgi Oshkinidze, a.k.a. Little G. Little Georgi goes out. Gets some low fives. Hearing it from his coach. He's 21. He's in a growth period. But if you're going to play as a point guard, you can't turn it over. You can't make mistakes.
Well, he'll learn from the time where Maladon picked him was you cannot come across half court and hesitate. You got to know where you're going with the ball and get to the spot and enter that offense quickly. The ball pressure and athletic presence defensively from this French backcourt is really impressive.
Team France, number 3.
11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. First one was good for Georgi. Georgia survived. Remember, they beat Spain on opening day. Then it wasn't so easy after that. Mendoza looks advanced, and here is, knocked away.
Did that ball hit the backboard?
It did, but was it because it wasn't going in? That's why they allowed it?
It was below the level of the rim, and they say it wasn't a real opportunity to go in. Visually, it looked like it hit the backboard. Got to get the ball in the front court. Oh, too easy. They had 1 second to get across.
Well, Georgi turns. Old school hook shot, no good. Francisco Jete with the rebound.
Jeff, France for the game is just 3 for 19 from 3.
And there on the baseline is Horde.
You can see Baldwin directing traffic, trying to set up the traffic screen.
Shingelia, that's long. Baldwin got it back, but it was too late. Woo. Nervous times. (58-54), Georgia on top of France, 10 minutes remaining. The winner to face Finland in the quarterfinals.
Numbers after 3 quarters, 3 for 19, 16% from 3 compared to the 50%, 7 for 14. Both teams shooting the ball well from the free throw line. Points in the paint, 26-22 for France. Points from turnovers, Georgia 11, France 2, converting in transition better. Again, we saw some outstanding passing throughout the third quarter. Mamu here gets Katadze an easy look for his first bucket. And then it was Yabusele, the late delivery in the lane. Highlight passes at each end. Again, Yabusele with the slip. Great dunk.
That was a big one.
Three-point shooting a big factor, but again, the French defense, great ball pressure, able to force those turnovers. 8 turnovers for Georgia.
But really, you know what it is? It's Yabusele time. And the question is, when is he going in? Scanning the QR code to get courtside 1891. So you can have live streaming, extended highlights, keep up with international basketball. Fourth quarter underway. Francisco's pass intercepted by Toko.
Veteran play from Shengalia, got his hands in the passing lane. Now they put it ball in the post.
Here's Shengalia. Ooh. Jete having nothing. Not allowing that at all. He's really good defensively.
Shengalia wants the foul, but he initiated a lot of that contact.
Bertinazi with the rebound. Bertinazi left corner. That's big!
Jeff, there's the difference in the game. 3 for 20 from France from 3, and now 8 for 15 from Georgia. Perimeter shooting.
Out it goes, Maledon. Bertinazi in the open floor.
Great consecutive pass, rhythm 3. Good offense from Georgia. 7-point lead, 8 to play. Georgia basketball, this is now the time. France. Maybe those alarm bells are starting to warm up, Jeff.
Baldwin. Puts up a jumper. He's feeling it. Georgia's feeling it. The lead grows to 9. Francisco, back to Okobo. Finally, a three-pointer for France.
They needed that one.
Yabusele back into the game. Remember, they can still bring Cordinier back in the game.
So Yabusele returns as a 4. but he will cross-match in the front court on Shermandini. They like Chitae on Shengalia with his size, length, and athleticism. Georgia counters by posting.
Oh, this time the pass intercepted by Okobo. And then Radi Andronikashvili with the foul.
Number 4. Andronikashvili, third personal foul, substitution for Georgia. Into the game, number 10, Duda Sanaze.
Here's the pass, Luau Cabarro. Okobo, will it be 2 in a row? Tell you what, Chitae on what big guys are supposed to do in terms of blocking, defense, rebounding. He's really good, isn't he?
He does a lot of things well. Again, Jeff, pressuring the offensive boards, 14 offensive rebounds for France. They're not making threes, but they're creating these second and third opportunities by offensive rebounding.
Chitae to the corner, Luau Cabarro. Bitadze with the rebound. Mamu spins. Does he pass it back out of trouble? He's fouled.
Number 14, first personal foul, substitution for France.
But that was really good defense in transition. He walled up, went up vertical.
Mamu, shot clock winding down, tried to throw it down low to Bitadze, goes out of bounds. 6:46 remaining. Georgia not out of the woods yet. That's behind the back pass to Yabusele, Risache. Yes! Desperate for points, and they get a jumper from the corner from Risache. So now Okobo and Risache have knocked down threes in this quarter. Mamishkashvili. And this time Toko with the foul on Risache.
Great hustle for that loose ball. And the long rebound, 50-50 loose ball. Risache just beats him to it.
Look at this. He goes into the VIP row, which is where former Georgia national team star Victor Sanakidze is. He's giving some advice to Toko Shengalia. Well, can only imagine what he's saying. We can't listen at this point.
Look at the scoring from the French bench. We talked about that being a strength. Points in the paint relatively even. The big difference has been the efficiency from beyond the arc, Jeff. France, even though they've hit a couple this fourth quarter, they're 5 for 26 for 19%. On the other side, 8 for 16 efficiency from Georgia. The offensive rebounds, it's 14 for France, 3 for Georgia. The extra effort on those boards is keeping France in this game. And here's Risache with that 3.
Mike, this is the second game of the day. Earlier we watched Poland win over Bosnia and Herzegovina. And then we've got 2 more after this. Kamar Baldwin, meanwhile, against Bosnia and Herzegovina, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Very similar line today against France.
He's been very good. He's a point guard. He's a floor general, leading this team, creating individually when he needs to. Yabusele stepping up in the middle pick and roll.
Francisco gets it to Rizache. Francisco chases down the rebound, the loose ball. Now Yabusele, another opportunity for France, down 3. And Amishkashvili called for the foul, reaching from behind.
One thing you don't want to do is bring defenders to the post player's side. There was a cut to the corner, and it brought Mamu, Risache, brought the defender into basically a shrink or low post double situation. Give your teammates space to operate.
That foul was on Shingele, by the way. 3rd.
So here's, again, Jeff, Bitadze fouls on this inbound pass, just an entry pass to the elbow. They're already in the bonus, so now it's a 3-point lead, and you're giving them 2 free throws.
Ooh. 13 of 18 at the line are France after that miss. Bad, 72%. Takes his time and makes the second 2-point lead for Georgia as we approach winning time. 10 points above his average. He's played well today, Jete. Shot clock about to expire. Toko, huge 3. Points to the heavens as if to say thank you.
Post reaction, Bitadze patient. Good awareness of the shot clock from Toko.
Francisco answers with a 3.
Again, it's so tough to guard. He can get by you, get in the paint, but they're pulling up for hitting the 3. Leading France in scoring now, Sylvain Francisco.
Baldwin, Sanadze, baseline. Mamu with the rebound. Goes up. Jete has it. France can tie or take the lead. Okobo passes it back outside. Mamu Kelashvili got away with a foul there, I think. Here's the bounce pass to Jete. And Jete able to get it, gets it to Okobo, he ties it! 4 minutes remaining.
Good poise, even after the bobble. Jete.
Now we're starting to hear some Allez le Bleu. Can Georgia close this out in winning time? Baldwin. Oh, slows up and still able to get it over Jete.
That's a fantastic finish.
Now it's Okobo's turn. Yabusele, ooh, was tempted to launch it. Shot clock about to expire. Okobo gets up a difficult 3. Mamu up ahead. Bitadze, oh! And the charge called on Bitadze. In that situation, Mike, would you be tempted just to bring it out?
Well, he's got to know himself and what his game is. I mean, he dropped that shoulder, hit him square. Okobo giving up his body, but this was the beautiful slow down Euro step. And then Jete with the patience and poise in traffic after the bobble. But again, right now, let's put the ball in Francisco's hands. They've been setting that flat pick and roll screen, and he's been getting downhill, creating easy shots for his teammates.
Here's the combo! 3:07 remaining. We're right where we started, tied.
And France has really had to work. Here you see Okobo just attacks Bitadze downhill, right direct line drive, right by him to the basket.
Tell you what, if I'm Finland watching this game, I'm thinking I'm liking my chances in the quarterfinal.
You have to feel like, hey, there's some
They've got an
areas
opportunity.
you can exploit and take advantage of against either of these teams.
Taking nothing away from him, but
the question is, Finland can really score some points. They can get hot, they can shoot the ball well. They could just simply try to outscore one of these two. But 68-68, if you're France, be efficient with your offense. Who's creating, what you're trying to get accomplished. And then on the Georgia side, your best productive players have been Kamara Baldwin and Toko Shengelia.
with the odd explosive play from Mamu.
Yeah, he's been good downhill, right?
Mamu Kelashvili.
Yep. I mean, those are their only 3 double-digit scores today.
Well, you know that Duda Sanadze also can shoot it, but he hasn't had a lot. He hasn't put up many shots. I don't know. Hasn't scored today. Guess it would be odd for him, but definitely with Baldwin and, as you said, Shengelia. It starts with them. You gotta like the chances. Baldwin with 21 points. Here he is. The switch, double. Tadze back to Shengelia for 3. Yes! Wow. Drawn up and executed to perfection.
They got the re-screen and anticipated the trap. They hit Bitadze on the short roll, and Shengelia, another big 3.
Kobo pass deflected out of bounds by Mamu Kelashvili.
Here's the replay. Again, notice the position. He was right in the pass lane with his body, but here's the mid-roll decision. On the short roll at the nail, finds Shengelia, another big 3.
Well, they whip it to the corner, Ricochet for 3. Nope. Yabusele with a terrific and important rebound. Francisco back outside to Okobo. Francisco. Good hustle, Ricochet to get it back. Well, gotta find Yabusele if they can get him. Somebody set a screen for him. Wow. Oh, they get it down low to Horde. He gets blocked by Bitadze.
Bitadze with a big play. Everything that's happened. Great block at the rim.
Bitadze, 6 points. But a very important play on defense. Shot clock about to expire. Baldwin, pump fake, gets it up. Baldwin looking for a foul. They're going to talk. No, I haven't seen a foul called. Look at Horde getting his shot blocked by Bitadze. Oh, they have called a foul. A blocking foul. Not on this play, obviously, but the other play.
Team pass, 3 team fouls. Timeout for defense.
Jeff, that's a tough call. Now, if they have a challenge, could they challenge? Did he get the shot off in time? I think he did,
They
but
could review it, yeah.
just to make them go through the process. And
So they called the foul on Kobo, the blocking foul. You see the scoring in the fourth quarter? And look at that. Interesting, 13 bench points for France. So the starters haven't been able to get it going.
Jeff, the biggest factor in the game is the three-point shooting. 6 for 31 now for France. Again, they're not able to loosen up the defense and force them to guard the entire floor, open those passing lanes, driving lanes. Just so much traffic in the paint, so many bodies.
France shooting 37% from the floor, 6 of 31, as you said, from deep. A cool 19%.
And Georgia as a team, as Baldwin steps to the free throw line, 15 for 17 for 88%.
Wow.
Efficient.
Crucial decision on the naturalized player, and he has proven to be very good, certainly today. That's the second. As I said, I guess he must have moved into his landing space when they called that foul. Huge play, huge call.
Well, the point is, be the second to leave the floor. Don't jump first when he's up in the air. The defender's vulnerable.
That complicates things for France, who are already struggling to score. They go down by 6. Kobo gets it back forward. Nice fake. Hesitation, get it back to a 4-point game. Don't necessarily have to shoot the threes, especially when it hasn't been your strength. Still with over a minute to go. Get it stopped here, go down. 4th foul on France.
And you can see Coach Zikic pulling Kamar Baldwin over to him on the sideline, saying, hey, you need to get the ball in your hands at this time of the game.
Team France, 4 team fouls.
No more fouls to give for France after that foul.
Ford's fouled out, so Bilal Koulibaly comes back in. Koulibaly's attempted 3 shots from the floor today in 18 minutes. And a foul sends him out, sends Georgia to the free throw line.
Number 99, Koulibaly, 4th personal foul.
And certainly Koulibaly would have been one of the more prominent players in this team coming in. Just hasn't gotten it going today. Ooh. Cordinier cheering from the sidelines. Wins in the second. 5 points advantage. Francisco's pass intended for Risache. Look at Bertinazzi. Georgia excited. They are within striking distance of the quarterfinals, but a lot can happen over this final 58.4 seconds. Looks like Yabusele got hit by Bitadze. Francisco misses everything. We got Shengelia trapped, but hit in the head is the call if it's Risache.
Yep. Looked like it was more Okobo with his arm as Shengali tried to step through, but the foul's assigned to Risache.
Remember, France reached the final at the last EuroBasket. Crashed out of the World Cup. After some tough losses, and then rebounded, getting to the Olympic final.
Had a great run at the Olympics.
Here they are. They're about to go out in round 16 unless they can get something special here at the end. Shengelia takes it up to a 6-point lead. Yabusele launches it, misses. This looks like Georgia are gonna win. Toko Shengelia gets it to Bitadze with some emphasis.
And now Bitadze is telling his teammates to be cool.
And the French fans can't believe it.
Great pass from Shengelia. But Jeff, that's why you stay positive in a game. The beginning started difficult for Bitadze, but here he gets a big basket with emphasis to help his team.
.8 seconds to go. 8-point lead, Georgia. Trying to drink out of the last chance saloon. France haven't played anywhere near their best, but it just feels like Georgia have controlled tempo. Defensively, they've not given France some of their first options. Look at that, timeouts left, 1 for Georgia, none for France. France haven't shot it well when they have had chances.
And again, let's give the credit for that to Coach Djikic and the Georgia team. They've played their game. Good game plan and good execution.
Francisco from deep. Oh, it's been a very tough day shooting the basketball. And Toko Shengelia telling Andronis Kashvili to get away, don't argue here with the Kobo. Ball kicked. Also the element, I guess, of getting used to new coach, new players. You know, but a lot of national teams have to go through with the same thing.
It's part of the natural process.
How do you judge this exit, if indeed they do exit for France?
I don't think it's a surprise, Jeff, because of the inexperience of the team. The team just needs time to grow and develop.
And you add Victor Wembanyama to the team, it's different. Mamo goes in for some emphasis. The writing is on the wall for Le Bleu, and Georgia are advancing to the quarterfinals. And that is going to be it. The celebration is on in Tbilisi, and here at the Arena Riga, Coach Jikic and Georgia end the EuroBasket run of France. And I think that celebration tells you all you need to know. I'm not sure they anticipated getting a win today. They set out to win, but did they really believe it? They've done it 80-70, Georgia over France.
Jeff, you can see how much this victory means to Georgia, this team, this country. Big underdogs coming in, but they played a great game. The veteran players on this team, so much respect for these guys, and now they've put a great accomplishment by their name, moving forward to the top 8 here at EuroBasket 2025. Their run continues.
Look at the happiness. They've come all this way. They made the journey from Cyprus, where they played in the group phase, and now they will be rewarded with another game. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe they'll have enough to beat Finland, but you look at the numbers, and again, it was just tough shooting display, just all around. It just never felt like France got into anything that they really wanted to do.
Toko Shengalia and Kamar Baldwin leading the way. Again, managing the emotions of Bitadze, helping him find a way to contribute in the second half. The great game plan from Coach Zikic to control the tempo of the game. So many things well done from Georgia today, and great learning experience for France.
You want to be positive? And we did see some, some good performances from guys like Jete that will be the important players moving forward, but clearly experienced an issue with this team.
Well, who was a part of their most recent runs? Maybe Yabusele. These are new guys on this level. And, so there's been a few guys that have had some roles, but this is a really talented young French team. They need experience, they need some seasoning, and they're going to get better because of this. They're going to manage possessions better. They're going to play more efficiently. But it's hard to win a game no matter what team you are if you're 6 for 36 from 3.
And what about 17%. Georgia? And what about Georgia? You know what? Emblematic of surviving and advancing and then just taking your chances against those more celebrated names in international basketball. And maybe from top to bottom, you look at the rosters and you're like, oh well, it's a better French roster, but
Kamar Baldwin and Toko Shengalia were better today.
Yeah,
they were smarter, they were more efficient, they were better, and they deserved this. It was a great win. And there again, Bitadze, give him credit for making this block and getting the big late dunk right here.
Just a nightmare day, really, for France.
Look at that emotion.
Just don't get hurt celebrating, guys. There's Nadze, Georgia, Zikic. It's, I guess, best moment with this team. I mean, remember, they celebrated like this after they beat Spain. Well, maybe not quite so much, but and then kind of hit into a tailspin. So they want to forget this and get ready for the next one. So Georgia advanced to face Finland there, the bottom right. Right above it, Italy getting ready to take on Slovenia for the right to face Germany in the quarterfinals. And then we'll finish things off with Greece, Israel tonight.